So today is about about recognizing the need to transition. I actually wanted to bring this to you guys later in our 40-day challenge, but I thought it was important enough to bring up early so that we can prepare ourselves, so that we can look ahead to what's coming up. And what I want to talk about here is sometimes in our lives when we finish something after, say for example, we go to camp or we go to a revival or we go to I don't know, a crusade, a weekend crusade event or something. We feel so revitalized, we feel so energized, but then we forget what comes after that. We forget that we're supposed to do something with what we've accomplished. And so I want you guys to look ahead and recognize that this 40-day challenge is not only meant to bring you closer and have a greater intimacy with God, but it's also to prepare you for ministry, and it's also meant to just bring you into a new season with God. And so I'm going to be reading from Nehemiah 7:1 and 2. Then it was, when the wall was built and I had hung the doors, when the gatekeepers, the singers, and the Levites had been appointed, that I gave the charge of Jerusalem to my brother Hanai and Hananiah, the leader of the citadel, for he was a faithful man and feared God more than many. See, not only did they accomplish what they wanted to in that city, but then they also prepared themselves and wanted to hand over the responsibilities and the duties of running that city and that town to his brother. So that's what I want us to be prepared. That's what I want us to think about at the end of this 40-day challenge. That it's not just about saying that I completed a 40-day challenge, but recognizing early what the point of the 40-day challenge is to do. And so I want you guys to connect with your leaders, with your youth leaders, with whoever it is, whoever it may be. And I want you to prepare yourself, to ready yourself, to engage in ministry, to engage in leadership, and to step up and level up and be ready. So I just want to encourage you guys with that. Just an update on myself, on how I'm doing, because I want you guys to keep me accountable as well. And I want you guys to be accountable to your accountability partners and with each other, and most importantly of all, to God. That, you know, fasting from video games is very hard for me. I love video games, and I've been struggling with that. Not saying that I've been playing, but that temptation's been there in my head, and you know, I've really been tempted to just hop online and just say, you know what, one game won't hurt, one quick match won't hurt, but it does. It really does, you know, because that temptation, that desire, I want to change that into a desire to serve God, and into a desire to search, into a desire to seek. And so I just want to encourage you guys that if you're struggling with fasting from something, or just keeping daily devotions up, that you're not alone. We're all going through this together, but God can do all things. All things are possible through Him who gives us strength. Today, we are supposed to pray for a family member. A lot of times, we forget to pray for our own family members. I remember once I went to a prayer night, and there was a senior pastor praying, and yet his sister didn't want to approach the senior pastor for prayer because she felt uncomfortable. Now, I'm not going to tell you who it was, but I just want to say that event made it clear to me that sometimes we're not comfortable within our own families, within our own walls, within our own boundaries, because they know us so well, because we grew up with them, because they're our brothers and sisters, because they're our parents. But I want to remind you guys that you have to look beyond that. You have to see them as a man or a woman of Christ, and that God put them in your life for a reason. He put them in your life so that they could build you up, so that they can encourage you, so that they can support you, so that they can pray for you, so that you can pray for them, so that you guys can help each other out. So I just want to remind you guys with that, and that's pretty much it for today. So thank you guys, and God bless.